Hello, it's Mr. Track Cleaner again. Today I have some technical updates for you on the Stealth Track Cleaner that would be good to know. A lot of people have been ordering the do-it-yourself kit, and while you can do that to many different freight cars or whatever you want to do, the most important thing on doing that is the bore for the shoulder screw there, whatever you're putting it through, has to be just a slight amount over 1/8 inch. Like what I use here is I have a small reamer. It's .1255. This is a 1/2 thousandths over 1/8 inch reamer. It's kind of expensive. It's carbide, but I've been using it forever, and that's how I finish the holes in these cars. I drill them to about 120 thousandths and I ream them so they're perfect. And what that does is gives you a perfect up and down motion of the little cleaning feet. It goes up and down, yet it does not sway to the right or left. And you can't have that, because if you're cleaning the track on the side of this convex foot, it's going to drag like crazy. Now this other foot, I did this on purpose. I over drilled the hole, and you see the sway you're going to get in this foot, how it sways back and forth. Let me see if I can get that to do that. See how it sways like this? This is not good. It does go up and down, but it sways, so that means the hole is too big. So the reamer size, 1/8 inch, start with an 1/8 inch, maybe a little under drill, but try not to go over .126, which is 1 thousandths over, too big, and you'll end up with a nice hole that goes up and down. So for you do-it-yourselfers, pay attention to that and maybe invest in a reamer. This particular reamer is .1255, 1/2 thousandths over 1/8 inch. I got it online. So another thing about the Stealth Track Cleaner is that you really need to make your layout friendly to the cleaner, because the cleaner is going to snag certain things that a normal freight car wouldn't do, because you're dragging pads across the rails. So what I noticed on my layout, as I'm building this layout behind me now, you'll see this is my new layout, and I'm going to take you around and have you look at that in a minute. But I use Pico turnouts, which I really like. But the guardrails right here, these guardrails in the beginning of the frog, are actually sharp. They'll hurt you, and here's proof right here. I slipped off the thing when I was cleaning, and I hit that guardrail, and I cut myself. So of course, naturally, the track cleaner is probably going to maybe snag on that if the pads are not perfect. So what I do is I take this little Dremel battery operated drill or grinder, and I just touch off the points of those, just ball them off a little bit so that there's a little lead to those. And what I call that is going around your layout, making your layout track cleaner friendly, because a track cleaner will find problems on your track where normal freight cars won't. So once you make your layout track cleaner friendly, and I'm going to show you a few spots on this layout that I'm building around me now where I had to already correct, and I'm also correcting as I go, so I don't have to come back and fix spots. So right now I have 2 track cleaners running on layout up on top, and yeah, up there, that's a good example of why you want a track cleaner. I mean, this goes around my whole basement. It's out of reach. I've got some nice bridges behind me. I've already destroyed that bridge 20 years ago before I made track cleaners with my big hand trying to get through there. That's a Campbell scale model wood bridge. So I resurrected it and I put it on my new layout. And let's look at a different turnout. This is an Atlas turnout. These actually have a little bit of a pre-lead to the guardrails. So you look at that closely, you don't need to do anything with them. But I use Pico tracks. I love Pico. It's my choice of layout building material. So, that being said, I'm going to take you around the layout a little bit, show you what's going on, alright? Alright, here's the upper level of my layout. Just now getting started. Actually, I'm getting kind of finished with the scenery part of it. but you can see it's kind of here at my eye level here for about 20 feet. That's what I wanted, and it's only 15 inches deep. It's so that I can build my second level, which is just above the whiteboard here, and that's 15 inches above my staging. So the middle level is going to be your play level. It's going to be a one super giant switching puzzle. Only one way in. Comes in off the helix, and it'll go all the way around this basement, up on that white level there, all the way around above the staging. Now my staging turns into a diesel area for locomotives, so when they either originate or they terminate here. So there's my fuel plug, saved from the last layout. I'm so happy that. My diesel house, saved from the last layout. Very happy. So staging was built first, so I could lay everything on it, and then, you know, consider construction. Then I built the upper, and I'm building this now as we speak. And I'm using these Train Junkie backgrounds, which my friend Otis showed me, and they are really cool. So using them, they're not cheap, but who wants to paint, you know? I can't paint like that. So my upper level is gaining right now. It's going around my furnace. You know, my furnace is like 36 years old, and I just took the mountain down from the old layout because it was inside there. You probably could see that. And she's having trouble firing up right now. So we're getting a new furnace coming with AC this time. So anyway, my upper layout is wrapping itself around the room. Here we go. Above my computer desk. And it keeps going. And it's climbing a little bit still here. And it's eventually going to go around the back side of the helix and come on back down. You know what? I got a track cleaner up there. Right there. Doing job. You really don't want to get up there and clean track now, do you? Not necessarily. So that track cleaner is doing its job. That's why I made those, because I'm getting too old to get around and try to clean this stuff by hand. So there it is, a stealth track cleaner in action. Ooh, try to clear focus a minute. Anyway, yeah, this upper level comes around like this. And I got it scenic up pretty nice. Here comes a train. I'm putting in a railroad crossing there. Across the bridges we go. This is my old bridges I resurrected for my layout. Campbell scale model bridges. That's where you need a track cleaner too. See that? That track cleaner is going to clean right through that bridge. No more breaking bridges with my big hands. So that's the upper layer of the layout. The middle layer is still coming. So we'll keep up with you then.